Good morning, children. Today we will be discussing about chemical bonding. You must have heard about different types of bonding. In ordinary life, we call friendship as a kind of bonding. Why we make friends? Simple logic: to become happy. So is the case with atoms. To become stable or to become happy, atom need the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. The common noble gases are helium, neon, krypton, argon, xenon. These are the common noble gases. Let us take the example of helium. Helium has got only one shell, that is the K shell. And the maximum capacity of a K shell is 2 electrons. See, helium has got 2 electrons. This structure is called a diplet structure. The next noble gas is neon. Neon has got 2 shell K and L. The last shell is L shell. The maximum capacity of a L shell is 8 electron. It has already gained 8 electrons. That is fully stable. That structure is called octet structure. The same is the case of argon. Again, having octet structure, that is 8 electron in the last shell. So, to become stable, atom need the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. Let us move forward. Let us define first chemical bond. Chemical bond is defined as the force of attraction between any two atoms in a molecule to maintain stability. It is a kind of force of attraction between two atoms, remember. And how chemical bonds can be formed, we are going to discuss about that. First of all, we will discuss about the types of chemical bonds. In class 10th, we will be discussing about 3 common types of chemical bonds. The first is called ionic or electrovalent bond. The second is a molecular or covalent bond. And the third is coordinate bond. First, let us discuss about electrovalent or ionic bond. It is a bond formed between a positive ion is called a cation, and a negative ion, which is called anion, by the transfer of electrons. It's a force of attraction between a positive ion and a negative ion by the transfer of electrons. Let us see how it happens. Here is an example of sodium and chlorine. Sodium is having electronic configuration of 2881. Last shell contains 1 electron. Chlorine has got 287. Last shell contains 7 electrons. Sodium's valence shell is incomplete. It is having only 1 electron. Chlorine is also having an incomplete valence shell, 7 electrons. Both need the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. That means sodium looks for the electronic configuration of neon. Neon's electronic configuration is 28. And to get this electronic configuration 28, it needs to donate that 1 electron which is present in the last shell. And chlorine is having electronic configuration of 287, and it always try to become stable by attaining the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas, that is argon, 288, and that is possible only by receiving that electron. So between sodium and chlorine, always transfer of electrons will take place. Wherever transfer of electron takes place, we call such kind of bonds as electrovalent or ionic bond. And by transferring these electrons, Na becomes Na plus, that is positive ion. We call it cation. And chlorine, by the gaining of 1 electron, it becomes Cl minus, an anion. So ionic bond is the force of attraction between a cation and anion by the transfer of electrons. And by this transfer, finally sodium chloride compound is obtained. I think it is clear for you. Thank you, children.